Hey, I'm bad at intros, and I wanted to do a tier list of the crit quotes, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, we're gonna go in order by the houses, starting with the Blue Lions.
Stand down, right where I want you. Let's see you dodge this.
Alright, so yeah, Dimitri, he's gonna probably come in clutch post-time skip, but pre-time skip, he's pretty lame.
For His Highness, I will break you. You're in the way.
I think Dudu is carried by I'll break you, but it's a pretty good line, so I'm gonna put him in A.
Too slow. An opening. Worthless. Is that all?
Okay, Sylvain's lines are pretty edge boy anime nonsense. I mean, they're not horrible, but they're just kind of generic, so he's gonna go with Dimitri. Okay, next up we have Sylvain, who...
Open wide! Gonna need you to move! Don't underestimate me! Take this!
I think is once again carried by one top tier quote, and the rest of them are pretty meh. But open wide is pretty good. I'm gonna give him a B tier. Ingrid.
You're finished! Defenseless, are we? This should do the trick! Try this on for size!
I freaking love Ingrid's crit quotes. I think Defenseless Are We is perhaps one of the best. I think all of them are pretty good. I think she's slept on because they are probably some of the least heard crit quotes in the entire game, but I think that's an A tier. Pre-time skip Ash
I'll prove myself! I can't lose! I've got you! Try this!
is nothing. He just says I can't lose like 4 times in 4 different ways. So, I hate to do it to him, but... Mercedes.
I've got this. Excuse me. Sorry about this. Here goes.
I think Mercedes is carried a lot by the fact that the mental image of like a healer running at someone, screaming, "Excuse me," and then absolutely obliterating them is really funny. I would not put her in A tier, and I also don't think she's as mundane and dull as Dimitri and Sylvain, so that means she's B tier. I think Annette
Get lost. Ready or not, I'll show you. Not gonna lose.
has a kind of the same problem as like this area, but I don't think that they're as bad as Ash's. So she's gonna be in D tier. On to the Golden Deer.
My moment has arrived. Enough is enough. Don't hold this against me, okay? Shall we dance?
Claude's got some top tier crit quotes. I think he's actually more fun to see crit pre-time skip, which is a rarity. Obviously the crit animations are better post-time skip, but I think he's just got solid all-arounders. I'm hesitant to put him in S tier because I know some of the stuff post-time skip is just on another level. So for the time being, I might end up moving him up, but for now he's an A tier. Hilda.
Guess I have no choice. You're making me work. That's enough. You asked for it.
I think Hilda as a joke, or not even as a joke, as a, like, the idea behind her character is so funny that it elevates her to S tier. Like, having her Valley Girl accent screaming, "You're making me work," while she chops someone in half with a battle axe is just perfect.
I'm sorry. Stay back. My blood compels me.
See, Marianne has kind of the same thing as Mercedes going on, where she's a healer, but I think it doesn't work as well for Marianne, mostly because she's just profusely apologizing during most of her crit quotes, which I just don't think it's as funny. My blood compels me is a good line, but I'm gonna put her in D tier. Okay, Lorenz.
Don't you know who I am? Out of my way! Enough of this nonsense! An offensive sight!
Is definitely carried by his voice actor. I think his lines on their own are pretty mundane and dull, but I think his voice actor doing the most over-the-top, pompous, self-absorbed voice for him possible elevates them quite a bit. I think he has more consistent lines than everyone in B tier, but I don't think he's quite A tier, so I'm gonna put him I'm gonna put him there.
I'm on a roll! Time for seconds! Get out of here! Ba-boom!
So, Raphael is a character that you either really like or do not care for. And I understand his appeal. I appreciate his appeal. But he's a bit one note for my taste. And I think the I'm a big man and I like food crit quotes are fine. They serve their purpose, but they are going in the D tier.
I'm so sorry! I can do this! Let me paint you a picture! I'll show you!
Okay, Ignatz is kind of in the same situation as Marianne, where half his crit quotes are just him apologizing, but Let Me Paint You a Picture is very iconic and very good, to the point where I'm willing to put him, like, here. With the other one good one, the rest are kind of meh characters. Lysithea.
Don't have time for this! You're in my way! You're irrelevant! Stay away!
Do we even need to talk about this? Easily the best crit quotes pre-time skip. Maybe Hubert, I don't remember if his good ones are pre or post time skip, but Lysithea is so good. The absolute savagery from some of these lines is just insane.
That's the spirit! I'll keep it simple. Time to pay. Pure grit!
Leonie joins the kind of nothing lines group, where they're just kind of vague, so we're gonna put her in C tier. Alright, Black Eagles. The least controversial house of the three.
I'll strike you down! Don't waste my time! I will prevail! Watch this!
I'ma be real. Edelgard's crit quotes? Kinda generic. No, it's fitting that these two are together.
Watch how weak you are! I have no need of you, just a bug to squash.
Hubert. I remember Hubert's pre-time skip. I'm sorry, Lysithea. You cannot hold a candle to watch how weak you are and just maniacal laughter. Oh my gosh. Dorothea.
Take me seriously. I can't go easy on you. This is going to hurt, okay? You can't stop me.
Is a lot of people's favorite character. And it's not because of her crit quotes pre-time skip, because they are all just vaguely generic, don't underestimate me, and threats, which puts her right next to this one, Ferdinand.
Victory is assured! The splendor of nobility! You're wide open. I will not hold back.
You see, I like Ferdinand a lot, but kind of a theme with the Black Eagles seems to be just kind of their crit quotes are kind of generic, because it might just be because they're used as boss units a lot, but Ferdinand is just not doing that great. His voice actor does his freaking best, but his lines are just kind of generic.
Stay away! Sorry! Why is this happening? Get back!
So, Bernadetta, I'm gonna get... Oh, I might make some people mad with this. She kind of has the same gimmick as Marianne, where she's just kind of apologizing, but I feel like they commit to the bit more with her lines, and I think that does elevate it a little bit. At least to the point where she's better than most of the schlocks in C tier.
You will be slapped down! I am aware of your weakness! I will win! I will remove you!
Petra is another very easy A tier. Honestly, maybe even S. I will remove you is definitely her best line, but they're all pretty good. I'm gonna keep her in A for the time being, because I want S to not get overcrowded, and I already have 3 people there. So for the time being, A tier.
I guess I have to. Let's get this over with. Huh. An opening. I may as well win.
Linhardt is another character who kind of just focuses on his character gimmick of not wanting to be there, and as a result, he sounds very uninterested in all of his crit quotes, which it works. I'm not the biggest fan of, but it works. He doesn't have any like banger lines or anything, but I think they're solid. I think they're definitely like consistently like right around here.
I'll send you flying! This'll do it! Don't try and stop me! Here we go!
Caspar is another one who just kind of has some threats, but his voice actor sounds so energetic and enthusiastic that I kind of want to put him higher just on that alone. Also, I really like I'll Send You Flying, so I'm gonna put him here. I just realized this list doesn't have the church characters. Freaking...
You shall not survive! Do not try to resist! Just a hindrance! Judgment is past!
Okay, Sedith is an easy A tier. There's just so much conviction in his voice, and the line "judgment has passed" is incredibly good.
I'll handle this. I'll show you. I'm not just some kid. You're in my way.
Cyril is not the greatest. Definitely not the worst, but he could be better. Actually, honestly, Cyril's lines are so nothing that I think he belongs... Man, I wonder if there's a lot of overlap between the fan bases for these two characters.
This won't feel good. You let your guard down. How irritating. Prepare to be dazzled.
Manuela's lines are... they range from pretty good to meh, which means she's probably deserving of the C tier. Probably not that high. I'll put her like here. Hanneman the Handyman.
Aha! A weak point. Pay attention. Research most fruitful. You're in my sight.
Hanneman is... what's the word? He's a very professory, like, oh yes, I'm about to kill this guy. And it kind of works as a joke, but also it's not that funny, to me at least. But I can appreciate it. I can concede that he probably belongs like here, even if I don't love his lines that much personally.
Hate me all you want. Nothing personal. Right there. Taking aim.
Shamir is another character where all of her lines are just kind of vaguely threatening and just aggressive, but I can give her more leeway than I can a lot of these other characters because that's kind of literally the entire point of her character. So I would say like here. Catherine.
Stay down. Out of my sight. Where do I start? Repent from the grave.
Catherine's got some good lines. The main problem that I have with her is that her lines are either... like, she's got very good lines that demonstrate her character very well. My only problem? I don't actually have a problem. They're actually quite good. Quite middling, even. I guess... here's fine. These two, you know, they're friends.
Now you'll learn! Here I go! You earned this! Repent!
Eloise is kind of disappointing. I was honestly expecting more from him. I really like his character, and I was just kind of assuming that he would have better voice lines, but no. They're just kind of generic.
Prepare yourself! I'm sorry. It must be done. If I must, stand aside!
So, there's a lot of people who like Flayn. I am not one of them. Couple that with the fact that these voice lines are nothing, and I believe we have to send another child to the Shadow Realm.
Business is booming! You will pay! Cha-ching! I sell first aid kits!
Anna is another carried one. The line about selling first aid kits is very powerful. Imagine like somebody is literally killing you and also selling to you at the same time. That's gutsy. That's the kind of thing we need in our economy right now.
Smile for me. Let's dance. Better accept it. Kneel.
Yuri's lines are not as good as I was expecting. Smile for me is pretty good, but other than that, he's friggin' C tier.
Do or die! See ya! Strong enough? Ready to bleed?
Both of his lines are so disappointing. Imagine being the king of grappling and not having a better line than strong enough. He goes right here. You disgust me. Man, we're gonna have 4 constances on this list. I just realized.
Ever so sorry. Think yourself prepared. A party gift.
Pre-time skip shady Constance is actually pretty good, go figure. Yeah, pretty good. I am a sucker for a good laugh, and they're all generally pretty fun.
This brings me no joy. Fate turns against you. Don't make me do this. This will be over soon.
Sunny Constant's pre-time skip, not as good as Shady, but surprisingly, not bad. Fate turns against you, probably the most notably good one. I like them more than... I think here. I think that's where she goes. Alright, Happy.
Quit bugging me! Back off! You asked for it! You're in my way!
Now, I remembered them being better than they were. I really like how annoyed she sounds in all of the crit quotes. That's very in character. But other than that, it's just, they're kind of just vague threats that don't really express anything. So she's going right next to Yuri. Alright, how is Byleth not on the freaking list? Oh my gosh.
No hesitation.
It's over.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Let the lesson begin.
I'm ranking both the Byleths together because they're the same lines, but I'm taking into account both versions of Byleth. And honestly, I think they're pretty good. I think they're like A tier because they are held back a little bit. I think like the double entendres and the teaching thing is... It just works. It works for me. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Now we get to post-time skip Blue Lions, which means,
Don't struggle. Out of my way! I'll destroy you! Be gone!
Boar Dimitri is... I wouldn't actually put him above Hubert, but he is on fire with his lines, and I don't think anyone would say differently. So I don't really have a visual for Dimitri with the iPad, or with good Dimitri post-time skip, so we're just gonna have him without the eye patch, and that's gonna be the standard.
Let's see you dodge this! On my honor! This battle is over! I won't be deterred!
So after his character is redeemed, his lines unfortunately kind of go back to being a little bit more just, yes, I am the good guy and the prince, and I am going to kill you because that is the good thing to do. I don't think it's as bad as pre-time skip, but I don't think it's great either. Probably here is where I would put him.
All in his service! I will break you! This will prove my loyalty! You will regret this!
Post-time skip to do is so freaking good. Holy moly. I would put him like, honestly, like here. He has some of the same lines, but he says them with so much more like passion post-time skip. It is... This is how you do it. This is how you do a character.
Is that all? I'll cut you down! Too slow! Leave my sight!
I mean, I know I've heard Sylvain's crit quotes a lot, because he crits a lot in the game. I thought I'd just become desensitized to them, but after not hearing them for a while, I actually like his post-time skip less than his pre-time skip. Jeez, man. It is close, though. They're, like, right next to each other. But jeez, man, come on.
Gonna need you to move! This'll do it! Let's finish this, whatever it takes!
So part of Sylvain's art is him growing as a character and, like, becoming a more serious person and taking the world more seriously. And as a result of that, his crit quotes suffer. I wouldn't say... Actually, yeah, I would move... he's like... I would put him, like, here.
Prepare yourself. I've got you figured out. I'll end this quickly. I can do no less.
Ingrid is another character who just kind of gets a straight downgrade in the time skip. It's kind of sad, but I think Ingrid's pre-time skip voice lines are just way better than her post-time skip ones, and I would honestly put her, like, here.
I can't lose! I've got you! In the name of justice! I will end this now!
Ash is barely scraping out of death because he has one good line where he goes, in the name of justice, and that's cute. I like that. It's still not good. I guess it's better than these guys. Put him there.
Excuse me! Are you prepared for this? Your end has come! Give me strength!
Mercedes, post-time skip, just is more held back and not as fun. Wow. Honestly, I would move her. Honestly, it's not good.
You're done. I won't back down. I have to do this. You ready?
Annette post time skip is another character. Just I would say it's an upgrade from her pre-time skip, but I wouldn't say it's like good. It's just kind of more generic threats and watch me kill this person, and I can do this. And it's just maybe some people like this stuff, but it's just kind of boring to me, at least.
Sober! I see right through you. Make your peace. So many openings.
Gilbert, I forgot he was in the game. Gilbert is not as bad as I thought. I don't remember him because I don't think I used him, but he's better than some characters. I would put him like here. Here.
Hold a grudge if you must. Strategy in motion. Lead. Now. My moment has arrived.
Okay, I think I said earlier that Claude had better pre-time skip voice lines. That was wrong. I forgot how freaking iconic and good his lines are post-time skip. To the point where I think he's in S tier. I think he's like here. His lines are very good.
Guess I have no choice. You're making me work. You asked for it. That's enough.
So, post-time skip Hilda is interesting because they're like mostly the same lines, except the actress is just kind of doing them a little bit more restrained. Cause like, you know, she's all grown up and she is more mature now. But that also makes the lines sound worse because it's clear that the actress is holding back. I don't know. It's a downgrade for sure, and the delivery is just not there. Honestly, I would go as far as to say it's such a downgrade that I kind of just want to put it like, honestly, like here.
I have to do this. I won't run away. My blood compels me. I'm sorry.
Marianne is another one who gets some very subtle changes pre and post time skip, and I think they're for the better. They definitely sound better. It's an upgrade for sure. I just don't know how much. Like, I think she's going from like high D tier to low C tier.
Don't you know who I am? Be gone with you. In a hurry to die, are you? An offense in sight.
Post-time skip Lorenz has all the benefits of pre-time skip Lorenz with his freaking amazing performance, coupled with the lines that he's saying are actually pretty well written and fun and funny sometimes, and I think he deserves to be like here.
Sorry about this. Get out of here. I'm on a roll. Time for seconds.
Raphael, I have already stated my opinions on, and the time skip does not help him.
Let me paint you a picture. I'll show you. I'll defeat you. I can do this.
Ignatz is another example of a character whose crit lines suffer from his character development because he goes from doing stuff that's kind of unique to his personality to I'm serious now and I'm brave now. He still has let me paint you a picture, but the rest of his lines are not as good as they were. In fact, I would put him like, I'd put him there. There. Yeah. Little leap, but still a leap.
You will regret this. You're in my way. I don't have time for this. Stay away.
Now, Lysithia's post-time skip lines definitely reflect her character a lot. They're a lot more frantic. She's got that time limit ticking up on her. But they're also less savage than they were pre-time skip. And they're not generic, but they're not as good. I would put her like here.
I will destroy you. Pure grit. That's the spirit. I'll make you proud, Gerald.
Leonie's lines are more of the same. I don't know why. I do think post-time skip is slightly better. I couldn't really put my finger on exactly why, but I would move it to like here. Black Eagles. So, Edelgard.
I'll strike you down. You can't stop me. This battle is your last. No mercy.
Does not get much of a personality overhaul pre and post time skip. But I actually do prefer her post time skip lines because her voice actress is freaking killing it, even if the lines are kind of generic on their own. And she sounds a lot more intimidating in these, which is what you want. I'll put her like... I swear this isn't on purpose.
Bow before Her Majesty! Prepare to die! There will be no mercy! We will burn together!
Hubert, you were so good. What happened? You went from the funniest lines in the game to just... It's not bad. It's just you could have done better. You could have been so much more.
I'll strike you down! One of us has to die. Time for your last dance. I'll leave you breathless.
Post-time skip Dorothea has such an upgrade in the lines. It is crazy. Specifically, I'll leave you breathless. It's like chills. It is such a good line. And the voice actress is also killing it. I think that is an easy A tier. Like, I would put her like here. And that is quite the upgrade.
All is for victory! I will not hold back! No openings, I'll make one! I will not back down one step!
Ferdinand, post-time skip, doesn't have that golden retriever puppy dog energy, but I think he makes up for it. One, the voice actor's doing a really good job, even if some of the lines are a bit generic. And also, no openings, I'll make one, is just one of my favorite lines of any of the characters. I don't think that's enough to bring him past like B tier, but it's definitely good. Bernadetta.
Okay, I'm gonna do it! Sorry, but this is war! Yes, I've got to! Stay alive, Bernie!
I don't know why, but okay, I'm gonna do it. It's just the funniest thing to me. I don't know what it is. It's just really freaking funny. And I don't know why, but she's going in A tier because of it.
You are in my way! With all of my might! To survive, I will win! Fire meets water!
Okay, Petra. Petra's a downgrade, but not much of one. Because she's got some good lines, like fire meets water. But overall, I definitely think they're lower quality than pre-time skip. Probably I would end up putting her like here.
I'm doing this for the win! I'll do what I have to! I am trying! I'll save my complaints!
Linhardt is another redemption, which seems to be a common theme in the Black Eagles. His post-time skips kind of do the same thing as pre-time skips were, but better? And I think like here is probably where he deserves to be.
I'll have your head! Hope you're ready! I'm not going down! Don't try and stop me!
Caspar, I think, is the only character who, in my opinion, post-time skip is the exact same pre-time skip. His lines are carried by his performance, except for one that I really like. So they're going right next to each other, but this one, pre-time skip's a little better. Just an itty bit.
Rapturous! Squirm for me, die! Your life ends!
Yuritsa is... I was expecting him to have a better set of voice lines, to be honest. His post-time skip is kinda... not... just kinda generic growls and threats. I think he does it better than these characters, so I'll put him, like... here? Yeah, here's probably a good cutoff.
You're in my way! I'll handle this! I'll show you I'm not a kid anymore!
Cyril has improved enough to escape death, but he has not improved that much. He is like just such a C tier set of lines. I'm sorry, it's just how it is, my dude.
Better accept it! You've had your fun! Step aside!
Kneel!
So, post-time skip Yuri definitely has better lines, but I would not go as far as to call them good. I think he's got like a tiny upgrade, so he gets to go above Linhardt.
What's this? Do or die? Ready to bleed? Time to die, pal.
Balthus, once again, is a character I really like, but like, his lines are just, I like him more than Raphael, but like, dude, come on! You're supposed to be cooler than that, Balthus, why?
Shall I test your defense? Look upon your doom! Respect your betters!
if you want my honest opinion, Constance should have just been the shady version the entire game. The Sunny personality should have been solved, or like not even there in the first place, because she's so fun in her shady form. I mean, it's just fun. It's just weaponized fun. They're good lines.
Shed your tears. Fate turns against you. Fortune is kind. If the goddess wills it.
Although, Sunny Constance once again does have one really good line, which is fate turns against you. But even still, I don't think that's enough to save her from being next to herself. There you go. Happy.
Don't blame me. Not giving up. Better you than me. You should run.
Honestly, I don't think it's much of an improvement. She has one really good line this time, which is "you should run," but they're again mostly just kind of generic threats. I like "you should run" a lot though, so I am going to put her a little bit higher than probably I'd put her like here. Yeah, here's probably a good spot for that. Alright, and I think that is pretty much everyone. If you agree with my list, good. If you don't agree, then I'm sorry. You're going to be sent to... I'm also really bad at outros. You can go. Or stay. If you want to stay, that's cool too. Like, I'm not gonna be here, but you can go to like another video where I am at, because I'm actually teleporting inside your computer. It's pretty cool technology. Oh, there's the portal. Well,